Hey family, we're back with another video. In this video, we're talking about how to vote in the US and even beyond that. Once the election is over with, your OGE, got some sage words of advice for you. So first thing in the US, we're voting on November 5th. That is election day. By the time you're watching this video, it's election day, or election day should be approaching. And you may have problems when you go vote, right? There are election officials. Make sure you grab an election official if you have a problem wherever you're voting at. Every state has different laws on as far as what you can wear, but most states you can wear anything you want, just as long as you're not bothering anybody. So go vote, be a part of the process, all right? But as a 50-year-old man that's been here for a little while, that's voted several times, more than anything, after election day, you got to make sure you're still true to yourself. And you got to make sure that you're still treating people the right way, okay? We all have different football teams, basketball teams, baseball teams, and we don't see anybody getting mistreated because they're rooting for the Yankees like me. Well, we know what happened to the Yankees, and I'll be okay, and I'll live to see another day. We got to look at politics the same way, man. Your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your brother, your neighbor, your friend, the complete stranger that has on a T-shirt from a candidate, a rival candidate, so to speak. Man, we're all human beings. We're all, again, relatives. Like, that should not, how someone votes should not be at the very top of how you treat someone. You know? We should be loving each other, man. That's what I'm all about, man. Showing love, being peaceful, being kind, being considerate, and just understanding that we have a finite time here on earth. We don't know how long we're going to be here. So why can't we be pleasant and kind to each other? And I believe a lot of this is group mentality. A lot of people don't really feel anything toward other people in a negative light concerning how they're voting. Oh, I like him. I like her. Man, she's cool. That's how they really feel. But then one person says something, and everyone wants to be a part of the group, especially when you're young. No one wants to stand out, unless they got a nice outfit on. No one wants to stand out and say, hey, well, I like her. She's cool. I've been knowing her for a little while now. She's real cool. She's voting for so-and-so. Then the dynamics change because they don't want to step up and say, well, hey, I still think she's cool. Because now she can't sit at the cool kids' lunch table. Let me put that in air quotes, the cool kids' lunch table, because in real life, you make your own table. You understand? That's how it really works, man. But I just want you to be conscious of that. We've been seeing a lot of that going on. It's been going on forever. But I just don't think a lot of people want to talk about it because, again, a lot of times people say, don't talk about sex, religion, politics. Fully understand that. But this is a safe space right here on YouTube. This is a real space. There's no cap over here. We're not trying to pull any money out of your pocket. We're not trying to, sell you something fake. We're here on this channel to have conversations about things that people want to talk about. And as a 50-year-old person who's been around for a while, we have a lot of advice and we have a lot of experience that we can share. And again, with the election, after the election, what are you going to do? When your favorite candidate, up and down the ballot, from the top all the way down to the local dog catcher, if your local dog catcher that you voted for doesn't win, how are you going to be at the mailbox tomorrow morning when you look over at your neighbor that voted for the other dog catcher? Are y'all going to, or you just going to say, you know what? Hey, how you doing? We're neighbors. Hey, I'm low on sugar. Can you pour a little bit? It's a song, Pour Some Sugar on Me, but that's a whole nother genre, a whole nother era. Are you going to be neighborly again? Are you going to be brotherly again? Are you going to be sisterly again? Are you just going to be friendly again? Yeah, because you know what? Whoever they are, the powers, the devil, the enemy wants us to be divided. My pastor talked about that today, about being divided and division. And I'm like, hey, I love everything you just said because I co-sign on that every day of my life. As a kid, people used to talk about us because we were poor. We didn't have anything. And my mom brought us up to always forgive people and to always love people. And I've always carried that with me. Is it easy? No. But it's gotten so much easier as I've matured in Christ and walked with Christ for many years now. Am I perfect? No. But I'm at a place now to where you call me a name, I don't have to call you a name back. You know? We're talking about like in person and stuff, and on the internet. I mean, internet's crazy because there's all kind of people that are just doing stuff in the comments on purpose. Which is kind of cute and kind of funny. But like in person, somebody call you a name, you don't have to call them a name back because I know for a fact it's not that person. It's a spiritual war, and the enemy gets in people, and influences them to be negative, to be nasty. And you have to be aware this is a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war that we're in. And you got to fight a spiritual war with spirit. So you pray for them, you show them love. And that's how I've chosen to handle those situations over the years, whether it's people picking on you because you're poor or people talking about you because they think you got too much. People are never going to be happy with what you have. So take it from a 50-year-old, 51-year-old, been around for a little while, who's been poor, who's, done some cool things in life, man. People are always going to people. They're never going to be satisfied and happy with you. There's always going to be a few people over at the cool kids table talking about you. Okay? But what you got to understand, they talked about Jesus, man. You understand? And one thing he said too, if you're living for him, they'll hate you because you're living for him. And he didn't just say non-believers. It could be all kind of folk that are going to hate on you or hate you because you're living for Christ, because you're standing for things that are not popular in today's culture, but they line up biblically in the Bible. So when you stand for those things, you're not going to win a lot of popularity contests. And you have to be okay with that, because at the end of the day, what's your goal? For you to make it to heaven? Yeah. And here on earth, what's your goal? To love your family, protect your family, keep your family in a safe environment, make sure they have food on the table. Those are the things that really are important, especially during this election. What's important? With all these issues that you could argue about, fight about, you want to make sure that your family is safe inside the house and when they leave the house. You want to make sure you guys can eat, you can clothe each other. Those are the core issues that you know are near and dear to your heart. All these other ones, they're not at the top of your list. Your safety and your family's safety is at the top of the list. Your kids eating, your kids being safe in school, are way above a lot of the culture issues that they try to place in front of you as low-hanging fruit for us to argue and be divided about. Yeah. So that's all I have to say on that topic, man. It's your main man, OGE. E is in Eric. Y'all know what OG is, man. When you get to a certain place in life, man, you become the OG. And it's my obligation, my duty to share with you things that I've learned, my thoughts, my matured thoughts and opinions to hopefully, prayerfully help somebody. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I will see you next time.